friendship with Beckham as pretty boring, saying they just talk about normal girl stuff. Madonna has taken to social media to defend her recent Prince tribute performance at the 2016 Billboard Music Awards amid critiques from viewers and network BET. The pop icon wrote Sunday on Instagram alongside a photo of herself donning a colorful flower-printed outfit, "Deal with it." Throughout the night, Madonna shared pics from the performance, which also featured Stevie Wonder quoting Prince and defending her right to pay tribute to the Purple One. She wrote, "Anyone who wants to do a tribute to Prince is welcome to. Whatever your age, gender, or skin color, if you love him and he inspired you, then show it. I love Prince forever." The response comes after a collection of fans voiced their displeasure about the singer performing Prince songs such as "Nothing Compares to You" and "Purple Rain." Television network BT joined in on the shading on Twitter, prompting their upcoming Prince tribute set to take place at the BT Awards on June 26. A teaser video for the tribute proclaimed alongside Prince's likeness and the sound of rain, "Yeah, we saw it, don't worry, we got you." The Roots and Tonight Show drummer Questlove defended Madonna on Twitter, explaining how there will be multiple award shows that will honor Prince and that Madonna is allowed to say goodbye to the legendary artist in her own way. Questlove wrote among a series of tweets, "Now anger is in the air with who in our eyes is allowed to mourn and how they are allowed to mourn. None of us were prepared for his death." So I know there's going to be a lot of feel certain ways about who you want to see do his music justice, but you got to put that aside, y'all. He also added, "Every Prince rendition will not be a life-changing orgasmic experience. Just to sing his work is brave enough. Again, feeling are on a high, and everybody wants to and deserves a chance to say goodbye in their own way. But remember, there will be AMAs, Soul Train, NAACP, MTV, Grammys." Justin Bieber says award shows don't give him a genuine feeling of accomplishment. The 22-year-old Canadian singer criticized the ceremonies in a lengthy Instagram post Monday after performing and winning 2 awards at the 2016 Billboard Music Awards the night before. He said, "I don't know about these award shows, no disrespect to anybody at any of the shows or the people running it, but I don't feel good when I'm there nor after. I'm trying to think of it as a celebration, but can't help feeling like people are rating and grading my performance." He also added, "These award shows seem so hollow because when I look in the audience, I see a bunch of fake smiles so that when the camera hits them, they look happy. Sure, there are people truly proud of others, so I don't want to knock them. I'm just looking at the vast majority." The singer explained, "I just think to myself, if I'm living my purpose, I want the reward to be fulfillment. I'm a privilege and honored to be recognized by my peers, but in these settings, I can't feel the recognition. There's an authenticity missing that I crave, and I wonder, does anybody else?" Bieber was nominated for 11 awards at the ceremony and walked away with Top Male Artist and Top Social Media Artist. The singer also performed the songs "Company" and "Sorry" from his 4th studio album, Purpose. He also said, "It's gotten me to the point that people won't even say hi to me or recognize me as a human. I feel like a zoo animal, and I want to be able to keep my sanity." The star explained of his decision to not take pictures. Bieber released Purpose in November and kicked off his accompanying tour March 9th. The singer is presently on a 3-week break before resuming the tour on June 11th in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in central Canada. Adele is expected to sign a new contract with Sony Music for more than $130 million, making it the biggest deal for a female artist in music history. The total deal could be worth $130.5 million, sources are reporting. Sony Music source described the deal as massive. It will easily top Whitney Houston's 2001 deal with Arista for $101 million. It will also be the top for a British musician. Sony source said Adele's deal with her original label XL expired, and we an existing relationship with her in America. The deal is being worked out by our Columbia label in the U.S., but it is worth $130.5 million and gives Sony the rights to release her future music exclusively around the world. The 28-year-old singer is seemingly to defy current record company logics as piracy and streaming service continues to eat into album sales. Adele's deal was reportedly negotiated by her manager Jonathan Dickens. Adele's spokesperson had no comment on the potential deal. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1974, Duke Ellington dies. The highest compliment Edward Kennedy Ellington knew how to pay to a fellow musician was to refer to him as beyond category. If any label could possibly capture the essence of Ellington himself, it would be that one. In a career spanning 5 decades, the man they called Duke put an indelible stamp on 20th century American music as an instrumentalist, as a composer, and as an orchestra leader. Equally at home and equally revered in the Cotton Club and Carnegie Hall, if any musician ever defied categorization, it was Duke Ellington. 50 years after becoming a household name, and without slowing down professionally until the very end, Edward Kennedy Duke Ellington died on this date in 1974 at the age of 75. One of the keys to understanding Duke Ellington's persona is know how and when he received his notable nickname. Unlike Elvis Presley and Aretha Franklin, who were called the king and queen of their respective genres because of their professional accomplishments, Edward Ellington became the Duke because of his suave demeanor and elegant bear while still a schoolboy in Washington, D.C. As Studs Terkel put it, his casual offhand manner, his easy grace, his dapper dress gave him the bearing of a young nobleman, the same qualities that would remain with Ellington throughout his adult life. Even if Ellington had limited himself to being a composer, he would deserve a reputation as one of the 20th century's best purely on the strength of Mood Indigo in 1930, It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing in 1932, Sophisticated Lady in 1933, and Do Nothing Till You Hear From Me in 1940. But Ellington was much more than a composer. His Duke Ellington Orchestra served as an incubator for some of the greatest instrumentalists of the jazz age and became famous for a sound that no other orchestra could mimic. As the conductor-composer Andre Previn once said in comparing Ellington to another jazz orchestra leader of a far more modest talent, Stan Kenton can stand in front of 1,000 fiddles and 1,000 brasses and make a dramatic gesture, and every studio arranger can nod his head and say, "Oh yes, that's done like this." But Duke merely lifts his finger, 3 horns make a sound, and I don't know what it is. The style of music that brought him to fame passed in and out of fashion over the decades, following his commercial peak, but Ellington himself was never content to work within that style anyways. Over the course of his career, Ellington never stopped pushing himself into new territory, from long-form orchestral jazz competition to sacred church music. Jazz historian Ralph Gleason called him the greatest composer America's society has ever produced. Ellington once said, "Every morning you wake up, it's a new day, isn't it? Is there any reason why a human being shouldn't be influenced by a new day?" Duke Ellington himself would likely have been satisfied with simply beyond category. Also on this date in 1989, Sex, Lies, and Videotape wins top prize at the Cannes Film Festival. Sex, Lies, and Videotape, the debut feature from 26-year-old writer-director Steven Soderbergh, wins the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival on this date in 1989. Born in Georgia on January 14, 1963, and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Soderbergh took university-level film courses and began making short films while still in high school. He got his first big break directing a full-length concert video for the band Yes, which earned him a Grammy nomination. He would expand his short film Winston and made in 1987 into Sex, Lies, and Videotape, which he reportedly wrote in little more than a week. The film focuses on the repressed Anne, played by Andie MacDowell, and her loyal husband John, played by Peter Gallagher, who was having an steaming affair with Anne's sister Cynthia, played by Lawrence Giacomo. John's old college friend Graham, played by James Spader, returns to town and reveals his penchant for videotaping women talking about their sexual experiences, further complicating the situation when he becomes involved with Anne. In addition to the coveted Golden Palm, Sex, Lies, and Videotape garnered Cannes' top acting honors for Spader. Released in August 1989, the $1.2 million film was aggressively marketed by its distributor Miramax Films and went on to gross some $26 million. With an Academy Award nomination for his original screenplay, Soderbergh was anointed as one of the darlings of the burgeoning 1990s independent film movement. After a series of low-budget commercial failures, including 1991's Kafka, 1993's King of the Hill, and 1996's Schizopolis, in which he also starred, Soderbergh ended his slump with the stylish, funny Out of Sight in 1998, an adaptation of one of Elmore Leonard's best-selling crime novels that starred George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez. After enjoying moderate success with another crime film, The Limey, in 1999, Soderbergh had a banner year in 2000, releasing 2 acclaimed hits, Erin Brockovich and Traffic. The first film earned Julia Roberts her first Oscar for Best Actress, while the second, a complex drug war drama, and Soderbergh's most ambitious effort to date, won him the Academy Award for Best Director. Now one of Hollywood's most acclaimed filmmakers, Soderbergh scored his biggest commercial success ever with Ocean's 11 in 2001, headlined by frequent Soderbergh collaborators Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and Roberts, among other big names. 2 sequels released in 2004 and 2007 were also box office hits. The director's most ambitious films during this period include Solaris in 2002, Full Frontal in 2003, and The Good German in 2006, were less successful. In late 2008, Sonnenberg returned with Che, a biopic of the Argentinian guerrilla Ernesto Che Guevara, starring Benicio del Toro in the title role. And now's your entertainment report for Tuesday, May 24th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RayMelo. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.